I understand we have the public information officer for Sacramento County with us, Matt Robinson. And Matt, we're going to turn to you. We got a lot of questions for you. Looks like you're right along Highway 99 at this point. What is the big concern this hour?
Well, the big concern right now is that we prepare the Point Pleasant area. We did send out an evacuation order recently to let residents in that area know they should consider leaving the area. Well, right now we're seeing in the Wilton area behind me that we have heavy flood waters. We had levees that breached early this morning, late last night, and we weren't able to figure that out until we sent out a sheriff helicopter this morning around 8 o'clock to give us an eye in the sky view of what had happened. And we have learned that we have had some levee breaches, and unfortunately it's brought across water onto Highway 99. And so that's what we're dealing with right now, is just waiting for the waters to recede in Highway 99 at the Dillard Road exit, as well as preparing residents in the Point Pleasant area to evacuate, because what is happening here will eventually flow down to the Point Pleasant area.
And Point Pleasant area is right there along I-5. What is the concern for the water crossing I-5 at this point?
Well, we don't believe that the water will go across I-5 right now, but we don't want to say it won't. We're more concerned about the residents in the area who need to evacuate. We have sand at the Point Pleasant Church, and people have been utilizing that all day to protect their properties. But in the key issue for us is that we just want people to make sure that they protect themselves. And if that means leaving their residence now, they need to leave their residence now.
All right, at last report, we had more than 50 rescues that happened overnight. A lot of cars were trapped there on Dillard Road as well as Highway 99. At this point, what are we up to when it comes to rescues, and what do we know about casualties at this point?
Well, I don't have any numbers on rescues, but we do know that the Sheriff's Department and area firefighters have been working hard to rescue residents who have been trapped in their cars. But we did have one fatality at the Wilton Dillard Road area. A person was trapped in a vehicle because of floodwaters, but the Sheriff's Department has more on that. But for now, we just hope that residents will take heed and protect themselves so we don't have any more fatalities.
And Matt, you were talking about this. I mean, it took really the sun coming up for you guys to figure out exactly what was going on, where we found the breach at the levee in those two locations. Initially, we were concerned the floodwaters had taken out the community of Wilton. But if you go over to the Wilton area, our crews finally made it there. It looks like that area was largely spared from major flooding. Is that what you're seeing?
Well, I haven't been able to make it over there myself because of the heavy floodwaters, but our crews have been working with Reclamation District 800. They're the ones who've been doing the yeoman's work and making sure that the levees stay as strong as possible and make sure that the residents over there get the message of whether or not they need to leave.
All right, at this point, what do we know about shoring up the levee? I mean, are crews able to get close to it, and what are the plans to patch those holes in the levee?
Well, the Reclamation District is working on those plans. They have been through this before in 2017. They know what they want to do to try and protect the residents in the Wilton area. And so they have been working very hard, and Sacramento County has been providing materials to them if they need to, in terms of bringing in big rocks or what's called riprap to try and shore up levees to make sure that they don't collapse.
And what can you tell us about the type of breach? Did it overtop the levee, or did it bust through the levee? What can you tell us about these two breaches?
I really don't have much information on that. We just know that the levees did breach. It wasn't an overtopping, we believe, but the levees did split and the water came through.
All right, and so at this point, we know that upstream the water levels have come down a bit, but there's nothing at this point to plug those two holes in the levees. What do we think is going to happen when it comes to Highway 99 and the water there?
We're just waiting for the water to recede like it did in 2015 or 2017, so that way we can reopen the roadways and get some of these cars out of the way.
And from my vantage point of where our cameras have been located, it looks like that water has been coming down. Is that what you're seeing?
From what I have seen, I've been here on the overpass of Dillard Road, and the water is starting to recede as it's going down, but it's not really leaving the area that fast. So it's up to the CHP and law enforcement to decide if this road is safe enough for people to pass through.
All right. Hey, Matt, thank you for all your hard work. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year to you too.
All right. Thank you.